Coming up on Morning Drive, Lexi Thompson won the race to the CME Globe, but this little missed short putt, it's the talk of the golf world. How will she go forward? Reaction all morning. Cara?
And I'm here at the Concession Golf Club in Bradenton, Florida for the Sandra Gold Charity Challenge presented by the Volunteers of America of Florida. Some of the biggest names from the LPGA are here to support the cause, including two-time major champion Lydia Ko. Her and many others will be joining us live today to get their reaction to the dramatic end to the 2017 season. Charlie?
All right, Cara, coming up, we're going to watch and learn from the PGA Tour's newest first-time winner. Hint, you're going to love Austin Cook's golf swing. LT, what you got?
Thanks, Charlie. Well, now that the 2017 European Tour season is in the books, the CEO of the circuit joins us to reflect on their creative innovations and alternative formats. Keith Pelly takes a seat on Morning Drive as our Monday with You starts right now.
Welcome inside Studio AP. Damanak alongside the big timer, Charlie Reimer. Maybe many of you at home starting a nice holiday week, so congratulations to you. We're working. How you doing, buddy? What's going on?
I'm doing great, but not as good as you. Damon's got a big game out at Lake Nona on Friday, and all he's talking about, he says he's been doing two-a-days trying to get ready for this game on Friday. Never heard anybody so excited about it.
I'm very excited. I once heard Michael Breed say, work on your weaknesses. That's what I'm doing. I've been spending a lot of time in the bunker.
Yeah.
Working on my short game.
I know you're looking forward to it. If you see Coach Holtz out there, tell him I said hello.
I definitely will. Let's jump into happening now because we had a lot happening yesterday on Sunday in Naples. Ariya Jutanugarn won the CME Group Tour Championship yesterday, birdieing the 17th and 18th holes. Lexi Thompson won the season-long race, but it came at quite a price. Charlie Reimer, to the highlights we go. Ariya Jutanugarn, birdie putt on the par 5 14.
Yeah, this isn't easy. Got a lot of slope, a little bit of grain she's dealing with here, some left to right at the end, and she programmed everything perfectly. How about that one?
Got her to 13 under, just one shot off the lead of Lexi Thompson. Came into the weekend leading the race to the CME Globe. This pitch shot on 17.
I'm going to tell you what, this is a hard shot. Tight lie, greens raised, some trouble going away on the other side. That was a heck of a golf shot.
She would birdie the par 5, get to 15 under for a one-shot lead. Jessica Korda at 17 putting for birdie.
A lot of money at stake here coming down the line. See some nerves, and you can see that smile on her face. She might have got away with that one just a little bit.
67 at 14 under par. Back to Lexi, par 4, 18th. A 40-foot lag putt for birdie.
Yeah, this is a tough one to get the speed right. Late in the day, you can see the shadow going across there. The grain is the most prominent. Had to deal with just a little bit of slope there. And she got the speed absolutely perfect. I mean, that was a heck of a putt.
Appears to be in great shape. Down we have appears to be. That's the key word. Here's Ariya Jutanugarn now. This is a birdie putt on 17. Another one from distance.
Yeah, when all is said and done, I think she's going to look back on this one and realize how important that was. It had a lot of break in it. She read it beautifully.
Pulled her within one shot of the lead. Lexi Thompson now for par on 18.
Oh, no. Gosh, everything was moving out of sync. If you want to know what touring professionals have nightmares about, that's it right there, David.
Tough bogey, falls into a tie for the lead with Korda at 14 under par. That opens the door for Jutanugarn, her approach into 18.
Yeah, she just absolutely smashes this one. The compression on that's phenomenal. Comes in, watch the way that ball reacts, puts the brakes on real quick. And just a heck of a golf shot.
One of the best approaches of the day into 18, setting up a birdie putt and a chance to win the CME Tour Championship.
And this is a bit of a double breaker right here. And wow, was that beautiful.
Second win of the season in the season ender. On the LPGA Tour, she wins the CME Group Tour Championship. She won the race 1 year ago. So Lexi Thompson walks away with that $1 million bonus. She also won the Vare Trophy for scoring average, but she lost the opportunity to get into a playoff where potentially could have won Player of the Year and taken over world #1 had she won the tournament outright. Shen Feng remains #1. Seung Hoon Park and Seo Yeon Yu won Player of the Year. After the round, Lexi tried to make sense of a tough finish.
Honestly, I wasn't even thinking about it. I mean, I putted great the whole day and did my routine. I read it. I mean, wasn't obviously a very long putt, and I guess maybe just a little bit of adrenaline because I didn't look at a leaderboard actually the whole day. That's just the way I am. I just try to stay relaxed and just focus on my game because that's all I can control, and I guess it's just golf. Crazy things happen like that, and I'll move on. It wasn't the way I wanted to end it. I don't really know what happened there. Yeah, it just happens. I guess it's golf. I guess we all go through situations we don't like sometimes, but I'm going to take a lot of positives just from this whole year and how I stayed strong and had a lot of great finishes and a few wins. So hopefully for a better 2018.
You know, Charlie, the history of our game is littered with moments like this, but when they happen, they still seem surprising. What's your reaction to what Lexi did yesterday?
It was sort of hard to watch, I think. Someone who doesn't even follow golf could have watched that and go, oh, man, that's tragic. And, Lexi very quickly after that missed putt and was very positive about it, but they did just hand her a box with $1 million in it. That helps sort of smooth things out a little bit. But I think that, she says all the right things there. That's golf. Crazy things happen. I'm just going to move on. It's going to be a little more complicated than that. I mean, you get a putt like that, even if you are a very accomplished player like Lexi Thompson, it's something that sticks in there. I mean, you're never going to forget that. I don't think she'll ever forget that. And she'll try, but that's something that you think you have it buried deep down in the earth. And she'll end up having a putt at some point again in her career, and she'll have to fight off that demon. And that's exactly what she did, is create a demon right there with that putt.
She had to do it at the A&A Inspiration. She obviously had that penalty, 4-shot penalty, ended up having to come back and win. She won twice since that moment. Did yesterday remind you of anything? Because she's going to have a long off season to think about this.
It's going to be, it has been an odd year for her.
Yep.
No doubt about that. You look back at history with Doug Sanders missing a short one, IK Kim missing a short one, Scott Hoke missing a short one at the Masters, and these things certainly happen. I know whenever you've spoken to Doug Sanders, he said he thinks about that putt.
He told me that he does think about it every day. Every
day. Now the three I just mentioned were major championships. This wasn't a major championship, but it's still one of the biggest events in the ladies' game. And here's IK at the A&A Inspiration, and I'm sure that's something that she hasn't been able to forget. But the one thing about all of this is as folks get together today that are golfers, we're all going to be talking about it. It's one of those things that sort of binds us all together. You can be an amazing player like Lexi Thompson, hit the ball incredible distance, do incredible things, but you still have to make the putt.
Yeah.
And everybody who's played this game at some level has made a mistake like that, and
how do you move past
it? Really, it binds us together. You know what? I think that the first approach is I'll just forget about it. I don't know how effective that is. I think that with Lexi, you get away from golf, take advantage of the fact that they do have an off season. When you start getting back into rebuilding the game, getting ready for next year, maybe she got to look at that technique a little bit, maybe simplify the technique a little bit, and she certainly has the resources to go talk to one of the head shrinkers. Whether it's a Bob Rotella, Dr. Gio, there's quite a few folks out there that are very good in that business. For folks out there that can't afford or don't have the resources to go see one of these guys, what, they've all written really good books. Golf is not a game of perfect. A great book by Dr. Bob Rotella, one of the best sellers of all time. There's a lot of information in there that can help you sort of conquer the demons a little bit. And generally, going to see a sports psychologist is the last call that people make. I think it ought to be a little closer to the front of the list.
Definitely a teaching moment for Lexi Thompson and for all of us. Let's say good morning to another LT, Lauren Thompson. How are you, LT?
Thank you so much, Damon and Charlie. Excellent initiatives right there. Pick up a book, fraction of the cost when it comes to some of those lessons and sessions. But time now for one of our favorite initiatives on Morning Drive, Golf Cares, where we take some time to shed light on all the good that the game does, raising over $3.8 billion annually, billion with a B, through golf events. And today in Bradenton, Florida, that number is going to grow. It is Sandra Gall's Charity Challenge presented by the Volunteers of America of Florida, a relatively new initiative by the LPGA Tour winner from Germany, and it's where you're going to find our own Cara Banks today. So let's welcome her in live from Concession Golf Club. Good morning, Cara. How are you?
Yeah, good morning, LT. I'm great, thank you. Things are warming up a little bit here on the range at the Concession Golf Club. It's a little bit cool early on, but we're expecting a beautiful day here in Bradenton, Florida for a wonderful cause.
Perfect. Well, paint a picture for us about what this event is.
Well, you know what? We're going to have Sandra joining us in just about 15 minutes' time. She'll be alongside Mike King, who is the national president and CEO of the Volunteers of America. Now, they sponsor this event and they're the main beneficiary of the event. Just last year alone, they raised over $40,000 here. And I have to tell you, the proceeds went towards building a playground in Tampa for low-income families and children. Now, fast forward to this year, all proceeds that are created today will go towards homes for 50 homeless families and over 100 children by covering their move-in expenses and furnishings. Not only that, we all know and understand the devastation that the state of Florida has been through recently with Hurricane Irma and other natural disasters that have bled down, of course, to Puerto Rico. Mike's going to explain to us exactly what his organization are doing to help those relief efforts and just what the game of golf does to give back.
And helping out with all of this is quite a packed field. Tell us some of the big names that are going to be joining you live.
Well, of course, Sandra Garl's the headliner. She's the one that organizes the event, and the LPGA winner is not short of a friend or two on the LPGA Tour. They're all coming out in force today to support her. Two-time major champion Lydia Ko's here. We're going to be with her on the driving range. We're going to be hitting some balls, asking her the question, what has it been like to not win for the first season on the LPGA Tour in 2017? Brittany Lincecum is one of the ladies who plays out here. She's a member. She knows the course well, as do the Corder sisters. Both Jessica and Nellie will be joining us live. They have a little bit of a sister-sister battle going on. We'll find out who won their season awards, I suppose, between the Corder family, and plenty more as the range starts to fill up behind us. So looking forward to it. Should be a fun morning.
Sister. I've got a big sister, so I know how that stuff can go. Carl, looking forward to all of those moments from you that are coming up today on Morning Drive. But for now, over to Damon Hack.
All right, LT, how about else is happening now? How about Austin Cook, 2 years after being a Monday qualifier, 1 year after missing his PGA Tour card by $425, wins the RSM Classic in his 14th start. His Sunday looked like a lot of his entire week. 12 of 14 fairways, 13 of 18 greens, 4 for 5 in scrambling. It all added up to a 4-shot victory over J.J. Spahn. I connected with Austin Cook's caddy last night, Kip Henley. I said, listen, Kip, what is Austin Cook's superpower? He told me it's his brain, man. His golf brain never gets rattled. He's an old soul on young shoulders, Charlie. He said that he's the guy that's why you hit fairways in greens. He only had 2 bogeys over 72 holes. He said it's his mind, the way he thinks his way around the golf course.
Yeah, so between Kip and Austin, they got a brain and a half. Between the two of them, and Austin's got a full brain. Kip cut the top out of his hat.
Yes, it's the visor hat.
A wonderful caddy. He's a great player, great character. I'm glad that he found this bag in Austin Cook. But I got to tell you what, you can have a great brain, but if you can't execute, it doesn't really make any difference. Austin Cook can execute. I love this golf swing. Let's watch and learn.
Yes.
Damon, this is a 6-iron right here. And what I want to point out, before he hits, he's got that teed up a little bit, okay?
Okay.
And then the next thing I want to point out, the simplicity of this golf swing. Watch how shallow the angle of attack is here. Go ahead and roll it, guys. I'm going to tell you, that's as good as it gets right there. There's just so few moving parts. That's a highly efficient golf swing. You know that I absolutely love it. And I'm working on my game really hard right now. He's doing a lot of things really well that I'm trying to copy. I suggest you folks have a closer look at that golf swing and try and copy it as well. Let's move to the last hole. This is a stripe show right here. Again, no moving parts at all. Go ahead and roll it. Watch the trajectory on this. Sort of a medium-high turnover, 82 feet in the air. I'd say anything over 100 feet is high. That's 82 feet. That right there is an absolute bullet. That trajectory right there will play any golf course anywhere in the world on any day. Win, no win, whatever you're dealing with. When you go out to the driving range, do whatever you got to do. Get that wrench out, adjust that driver, mess with your ball position a little bit. That's the height that you want to hit your driver right there. That's absolutely perfect, ladies and gentlemen.
Piercing ball flight.
Love it.
I'm only slightly jealous as we send it back to Lauren Thompson.
Well, here's something that you probably won't be jealous of, Damon. So Jeremy Roenick, former NHL star, 18 career seasons on the ice under his belt, look at what he posted on Instagram. Now, rattlesnakes common sight on the golf course in Arizona, but he had to wrangle this with 2 clubs and then picked it up. But pretty sure he wrestled an alligator during a golf outing a few years ago, so clearly he is very brave. So from stars on the ice to stars on the golf course, Cara Banks, she's got quite the lineup coming your way live from Concession today. Some of the LPGA's biggest names, including today's tournament host, Sandra Gall, as well as Brittany Lincecum, Lydia Ko, and many more fresh faces from the LPGA season finale. So now they're going to show you their skills at the Sandra Gall Charity Challenge presented by Volunteers of America of Florida. Then we're going to get to some of the best instruction you will ever hear on one of the top issues avid amateurs face. With 2 of the best in instruction, Michael Breed and Martin Hall, they're going to team up to tackle the slice. Your free lesson is just ahead. Plus, how big of a fan are you of the fun and fresh initiatives by the European Tour? New ways to have the players compete, new ways for the fans to watch, and the CEO of the platform, Keith Pelly, is going to join Todd Lewis to tell you how it all began. So stick around. We have quite a show prepared for you on a Monday. Studio Scenics provided by Royal Kaanapali Course and the ever-beautiful Charlie Reimer.
Hey.
What are you doing, Charlie?
Gotta go check out.
No, nothing to see here.
Okay, should I do the hula?
Good old Damon
The
Hatt.
hula. Do you hula?
You got this.
The hula? That's very weak hula. This is bad.